This is Generic Fool's Test. Sorry that everything is rather, well, crummy. Things are taking so long. I used to stream on Twitch, and it's been quite a while, so. Plus, there have been some modifications made to my PC. I am currently attempting to make sure things work, and for some reason, YouTube is not really, well, you don't need to hear that. Just 1 second, I'm going to make sure that I'm actually recording my voice. Oh my. It's... what in the world? Attempting to make sure things work, and for some reason, YouTube is not. Okay, well... Oh boy. So, first time streaming on YouTube. OBS isn't showing up on my YouTube account, and things aren't going great. In addition, I can't particularly stream for too long because, well, I have work tomorrow, and when my alarm goes off, I'll need to get ready to go to bed. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. But anyways, 1 second, I should probably move this so I'm looking at it more directly. I am, well, as this, 1 second. I'm also using a new avatar. I used a pre-made one before, but for now I am currently using one I made using VFace. Well, now VFace is the program I'm using now. 1 second. Oops, that's wrong. Oh yes, I'm clearly a professional, as you can tell. In the world. Yeah, sorry about that. Setting position. Oh no, you are seeing behind the curtain. Sorry about that. Anyways, talking back to what I originally intended to have be the conversation topic regarding this. Oh god, you know, I had all this planned, and for some reason I'm just screwing up horribly. Either way, sorry for rambling. I wish I was a bit more animated. I worked earlier today and had to run around a lot, so I'm tired, but, you know, I keep pushing it off, and if I'm going to actually try and stream, I need to make sure that I actually stream. Since I'm not trying to be fully entertaining today, I am just talking about my issues. So, after however much time I've been taking, it's now time to finally get done what I've mentioned in the beginning. I have a condition called Asperger syndrome. It is... oh god, sorry. I wish this had a... but, oh, no, damn it. Professionalism at its finest. Oh my. Sorry about that. But either way. I have a condition known as Asperger syndrome. Now, oftentimes people can't tell that I have this condition. But the reason I need to bring it up is, well, as you see on this list here, I'm what would be considered, I guess, a high-functioning person with Asperger syndrome. I'm able to hide my issues to a degree, but that doesn't mean I don't have them. I've just come up with mechanisms to fool people into thinking I have. To simplify it even more, I don't read social cues very well. My brain doesn't naturally do it. For most people, if you're having a conversation or doing interactions with someone, there are certain things like certain motions, certain movements of the face, and, you know, just various changes in tones of your voice in which your brain is like, hey, this person is feeling like this. Now, I have Asperger's, so that part of my brain doesn't really work. I can figure out when someone's angry if they're yelling at me, but Other than that, I sort of have to guess. Now, as I said, I've managed to make it look like I don't have this issue, but it's sort of like, someone can act like they're smart, but they're really not. I've spent all of my time trying to appear intelligent. And because of that, the way I speak, the way I carry myself, I try to sound like I'm a knowledgeable, intellectual person. I am not. I am an idiot. I am somebody who is good at regurgitating factoids or little neat bits of information I hear. I don't know. Also, a lot of these conditions that are listed here are for the Nationwide Children's Hospital or Association. So, a lot of these mannerisms here are basically just for kids or young kids. As you can tell, I'm an adult. Maybe not mentally, but I am physically. But either way, most people refer to, I guess, this condition now as, I guess, the autism spectrum disorder, as it's listed here. But I I've been told it was Asperger's, and that's the easiest thing for me to remember. I mean, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Well, I read some of this, but I missed a big part. Now, as I said, I am high functioning, or supposedly high functioning, which I don't feel like I'm high functioning, but the fact that I'm able to sort of cover up the fact that I have the condition, or people don't immediately realize it, is, I guess, an indication that I think it was this page that has it. So, as I said, for oftentimes with these conditions, it's not. There's a list of things, but not everyone has them. Like, I have also got ADHD, which doesn't exactly sound like I have it, but when you get older and when you're tired and you overwork, you tend to not show as much energy. Give me a few days of rest, and yeah, I'm sorry, 1 second. Pardon me, I have to message my parents for something. Where is it? All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I I don't really think I need to say more, and the white is flashbanging my eyes. Sorry about that. All right. I can see that YouTube is still not showing me that I'm streaming. So I'm just hoping that Well, anyway, I am told by a lot of people that I don't need to bring up the fact I have Asperger's because, well, as I said, I don't exactly sound like I have a or a social disability like that. But the problem is that while I've prepared a number of conversations and I've practiced a lot into trying to fake being normal or fake being competent, when I am not, I don't realize it because, as I said, it's a failure in what would be an automatic response most people have. In order to try and not say things which are inappropriate or not, well, insult people or bother people unintentionally, because by social cues, by having Asperger's, I don't exactly understand my own social cues as well. A example of this is when I was younger, I'm still socially awkward, but I was much more back then. And basically, I would make a face and people would leave me alone. And I was just like, I get to play more video games, or I get to play like Game Boy, or, people will stop talking to me when I make this face. Success. Little did I know that the face I was making was basically like a death glare that scared people and eventually had people thinking I was going to bring a gun to school. I am not somebody who's going to do that. But, I didn't realize it because, as I said, my brain doesn't think about that. Usually what happens is I will have a social situation, I will fail it horribly, and, based on what happened in that situation, I will come up with things I can do to make sure it doesn't happen again. So, the person I'd like to say, the person who seems competent now, but as you can clearly see from the stream, I am quite far from competent. And even then, I'm sort of talking in this way to try and sound more, as I said, intellectual. I am not really. Okay, whatever. Now, I'm not sure. I don't expect anyone to watch my streams. The point of this channel is to basically give myself more experience streaming. And my eventual goal, assuming that I'm able to, stream more often, is to basically apply to an agency. I'm potentially a bit old. I don't know. I'm technically not all that old, but, to a certain people, being 20 is old. So, I'm sorry, this must be boring as all hell. Tell you what, just so that I can sort of change and, I'm tired and I'm going to try doing something to, make this maybe a little bit more interesting. Hey, you want to see what happens when I mess with the settings on this? I move a lot, which is because of ADHD. So if I go here, and then I go here, then it's just, oh my. Well, that's a rather robotic movements. Just messing around with this lowest setting for movement smoothing. highest setting for movement smoothing. Movement range, that doesn't seem like it's very good. Oh gosh, looks like blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'm really tired. I probably should not have done. I probably should not have streamed tonight. It's one thing to oops, I need to set that back there. Okay. Anyways. It's one thing, to try and stream and, as they say, just do it. But if you're trying to be entertaining, not being dead tired is a good thing to not do it. Still, I want to try to stream at least 3 times a week, and I aim to try and go for a year. I'm aware my model is, well, garbage. As they say, no one's gonna watch this, so it's fine if I screw up. Whatever. Basically, I am not trying super hard. I'm basically trying to use this channel to help me figure out how to. I'm basically using this as a way to try and figure out how to use the VTuber avatar and also to try and understand how to use this stuff. I have some money saved up so I could potentially buy an avatar. And actually I have a friend who even said that they would make me an avatar for free. I've offered to pay this friend of mine, but he's said he'd do it, or offered it. But, I am not liking that there. 1 second. Looks like I'm having a stroke or a seizure, jeez. Okay, I'll try keeping motion smoothing a bit higher because, at least now I don't look like I'm having a bunch of muscle spasms. Okay, going there. Now I don't think I have OCD, but I also tend to be bothered by things. I'm pretty sure that one viewer is myself or a bot. If it is actually somebody who's listening to me, well, I guess thanks, but you may want to listen to something else. This is not exactly I would say A material, but it's probably not even B or C or D, probably like Z tier. The only thing I really have going for me is my voice. But anyways, I have sorry. Set position. Either way, I don't exactly. I mean, I have some money saved up to be able to buy, all the things I need if I want to pursue this professionally. However, I'm not sure if I can actually keep up streaming enough. So, I mean, what's the point of buying a high end VTuber model, a full professional, like assets and all that other stuff, only to find out that I'm unable to stream more than, you know, once a month? That would be a complete failure, and I would end up wasting a bunch of finances that I cannot afford to spend. The benefit of money that you're not spending is that you can always spend that money on something else. Wise words, I know. Oh my gosh, aren't I so deep? Not really. One thing you'll learn if you actually watch my programs about me. I know a little I know above average about a lot of subjects. So, if you don't know anything about a subject, I may sound like I know a lot. But if you know anything about that subject, then you know that I know nothing. I appear to be wast. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Either way. Oh my god, this is pretty lame. You know. Oh. You know. Either way, I'll stop with that. I may try and stream in the morning. I'll probably be doing streams that are just chatting or potentially. One second. Never mind, I thought that was something from my parents. It was just random spam. I don't know. I don't. I guess I should mention this. The reason why I even brought up the fact that I have a Asperger's, and I didn't even bring up all this stuff. First off, I have Asperger's. Second off, I have a cyst in my brain. It's benign, so it's not like, oh my god, I've got cancer. Well, technically, I do have a form of brain cancer. Or, but you know, that is the most inflammatory and way I could bring it up. It's technically true. Technically. But it's benign. And I was born with it, and it's basically just means that a part of my brain is full of scar tissue. It doesn't really advance, but it's because of that my brain doesn't really function, because literally a bunch of it's scar tissue. Well, parts of it are not a bunch of it. So, I mean, I'm bringing this up here in this video because, well, I've found when I don't reveal this to people, and then I have a case where, oh, I didn't realize I was coming off a certain way, or unintentionally said something that bothered someone, and then I bring up, well, I'm sorry, I have this condition. People are basically like, you're just using that to try to get away with saying something dumb, saying something terrible. That's not the case. Important thing to note. Just because you don't care about what people are saying or doing or how you're interpreted does not mean that you have Asperger's. You could just be an asshole. And just because you have Asperger's doesn't mean you can't be an asshole. They're not mutually exclusive. Well, there goes the thing. I didn't mean to curse, but you know, that's the best way to sort of describe it. I don't know. I'm probably going to do stuff like streaming and gaming and, well, I mean, this is true, sorry. I'm going to be doing stuff like gaming, singing, and talking. You know what they say, sing like no one's listening, and the benefit of not telling any of my friends about this is I can be as cringy or weird as I possibly can. No one's gonna watch me. I scared away anyone. I scared away probably everyone who would have been interested at the beginning. Still, anyone who has or does watch this, I do thank you for taking time out of your day and giving me a chance. I really appreciate it, and, well, please forgive my pretentiousness and my obnoxiousness, and I will try to eventually become somebody who can hopefully be entertaining. A lot of people tell me that they like the things I say and they enjoy it. And while I don't believe in myself and I don't really like myself, I have enough people in my life telling me that I should believe in myself, that I, want to give this a chance. And, my day job sucks. It's not the worst, but it's not exactly good, and I'm hurting myself to the point of where I got nerve damage. I had to have surgery. And, just, I mean, my boss is accommodating, so that's good. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm going like, wow, look at me, I am the tragic heroine. Oh my God, isn't it so sad that my boss will let me leave if I feel like I can't handle it anymore? I'm fully aware of the fact that I'm not somebody who is, well, there are parts of my life which have not gone well and are not great, but I'm also aware of I have certain privileges or have had certain advantages. But, everyone has their ups and downs, and I try just to, I'm starting to get annoyed at myself because I feel like I'm sounding like I'm an arrogant, like, oh, look at me, I tend to do better when I have a script or something. The reason why I eventually intend to go to an agency, assuming I feel like I actually have talent, which, judging by this, I clearly have none. Also, I'm never going to tell my friends or anyone I know about this. I do actually have connections, and I have a friend who apparently is somewhat popular, and actually has connections, apparently, to some major people or content creators. But if I use that and go, hey, pull strings to make it so that I can get attention, then all that will happen is that people will look at me for, like a day or two, or a week at most, and then go, okay, I'm done. This guy's boring. So, I'm working to try and improve. If you look at anything from me, learn to see what not to do and what works. A wise man learns from his mistakes. A wiser man learns from other people's mistakes. I'm calling this channel is called Generic Fool's Test because, well, I don't think I'm special, and due to my life experiences and my actions in my life, I am very clearly a fool. I have made many, many mistakes, and I've let a lot of people down. And I am also somebody who has a lot of traumas, which you'd think, hey, if you really have such low self-esteem, and if you really think so lowly of yourself, why is it? My head looks like I'm a bobblehead, my God. Sorry. Then why are you posting content on the internet? Well, due to my experiences in my life, I've had things said to me in person by my friends, who were supposed to be my friends, that make all the internet harassment that people show up online look like I'm not gonna just say that. Just I've met some absolutely terrible people, and I've had a bunch of things happen. I'm actually not all that bad looking, apparently. Now, I feel like, the way people react to statements like that is, if a picture of me is revealed, and I'm not like, the most beautiful man in the world, then people are like, oh, well, he's crap. Or, if I say I'm ugly and then, I'm not ugly, they're like, oh, he's just saying that to gain sympathy, just whatever. Apparently, when I dress well and take care of my appearance and, am in good shape, then I'm apparently attractive. But if you notice, with all of those caveats, that makes it so that there's basically no damn reason why. Man, this is, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm also sort of watching this. It's sort of weird how the head sort of moves and bobbles around. All right. I move my hands around a lot, so it's probably good that I don't have a hand reader, because otherwise I'd probably look like, an early Kermit the Frog thing. Like, yay! Oh no. This isn't going well. I managed to, keep the autism in check to a degree. But anyways, I am not exactly sure what I should be doing, or what sort of personality I should be using for this. Whenever I interact with people in person, I've developed several personas that I sort of use to try and best appeal to that person. And it's kind of amusing. According to several people that know me, I'm incapable of being serious, and I'm just a complete spaz. Constantly running around saying nonsense and, just being incapable of holding still or being serious. And there are other people who think I am an intellectual who's very serious and funny and, just many different people have many different opinions of me. I just find it funny that there are people who, for some reason, think I'm smart, though at the same time, it's sort of me deceiving people into thinking I'm smart. There are many different forms of intelligence, but I'm sorry, I'm just sort of getting annoyed at myself because I'm feeling like I'm getting pretentious. I may do a singing stream tomorrow. I'm not good at singing. Or at least, when am in practice, I'm actually not bad. But, not great. I've been taking music lessons, but the problem is I get distracted and I am talking about random things with my vocal coach. I know it's kind of funny. The one good thing about me for streaming is that I can literally talk hours on end. At least, when I'm not dead tired and feeling like I need to go to bed because I need to wake up in a few hours. No. Either way. God, this is such a cringy thing. If you do get to this point here, try telling me how lame I am. I mean, really, I am clearly lame. And also, furthermore, I don't even like the sound of my voice being recorded. I just sound like blah, 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 blah. It's just like, oh, look, it's generic deep voice guy. Just like how people tell me I should do voice acting. My voice may sound pleasant to some people, but just because I can make pleasant mouth sounds doesn't mean that I can act. I have a story about that, but I'll save it for another day. Thank you very much. I don't know if I may try doing some singing, and I'm not sure if I'll do that tonight, tomorrow, or, I just need to figure out for when I'm actually got energy. Alright. Well, to that one viewer, if they are not myself, thank you for listening the entire way through, and I hope this time, unlike the last time, I don't have something come up which makes me stop streaming for a few years. Thank you very much, and good night.